I think being with an emotionally unavailable guy is better than dating an emotionally available guy, because you can break up with the emotionally unavailable guy because you're like, babe, you're not here. Okay, we're not gonna get there. The hearts aren't gonna intertwine. You won't let me be in your skin because you're afraid, and we gotta stop this. So you're like, okay, we can end it because of that. You know, like now you know, like it's for that reason. But then when you date an emotionally available guy, and you're like, weird, this isn't progressing. Weird, he isn't proposing. Weird, he isn't pulling out my IUD with his teeth. You kind of can't be like, it's because he's like not emotionally available. That's not an excuse. Because once I said that once to a guy, and I was like, yeah, because like you're just like not emotionally available. And he's like, yeah, I am. Like I'm really in tune with my emotions and my feelings, and I just don't have them for you. And I was like, oh, I think you misheard me. Because they get confused. I misspoke. They have a list. I think it's bad. Turn your hearing aid on.
In yesterday's video, I saw a comment and a guy said, yeah, the difference between you being creepy when you make an approach is whether she finds you attractive or not. 100% truth. 100% truth. Women are ruthless towards guys that they deem unattractive. Now, this is not all women. Some women will give you a soft rejection, but a lot of the soft rejections happen even when they find you attractive. That's how guys understand that they're attractive. A woman can have a boyfriend. You can stop and talk to her. She won't even tell you that she has a boyfriend. She'll let the conversation go on until you finally make that move, and then she has to respect her relationship. The whole reason why she let the conversation go on is because she found you attractive. If she found you unattractive from the rip, whether she has a boyfriend or not, oh no, I'm good. Some women will even make a scene. They'll think, why is he talking to me? What in his mind thinks that he should be allowed to come over here and talk to me because she deems you unattractive? What's that about? They're ruthless. Roll the clips.
The other day, a man who was completely opposite of my type decided to hit on me and asked for my number. And I was like, what's your resume looking like, okay? He's very comfortable talking to himself in my messages. So the other day, he called me. And I was like, I'm out to eat, can't answer the phone. So, of course, he hits me with I didn't mean to call you. So I'm like, are you going to pay for my nails? Right? Because if you just think that I'm just like that, and you just like what you see, and you like what you X, Y, and motherfucking Z, you can pay for my nails. Because if I can pay for a motherfucking haircut, you can pay for some motherfucking nails, okay? Who do you think pay for these? Myself, indeed. Like always, okay? Because I asked this motherfucker, look at you and look at me, okay? I asked this motherfucker, can you pay for my nails? You never in your life had the audacity to say, what's in it for me?
For the past couple of weeks, me and a few people have been having these conversations how there's a lack of attractive men in the dating pool. There's a plethora of beautiful women who take care of themselves. They put effort into their hair, their outfits, and their physique. While a lot of men do not do the same thing. They kind of just work a 9 to 5 and just sit and watch football. I digress. But those conversations just unlocked a memory in my head. So it was probably maybe 2 years ago. I was just out and about in the bars, blah, 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 with a few friends. Some guys came to approach us just to talk. And mind you, this man is out of shape, okay? Like beer belly and all. Proceeds to ask me if I think I will be fat after pregnancy and out of shape. Then he follows it up by saying, I cannot be in a relationship or marry a woman who will get fat and out of shape after pregnancy. Sir, you look like you're 36 weeks pregnant. And you can't even get pregnant.
The one thing I love about the game is it's to be sold. A lot of men don't respect that. A lot of people don't respect that. But women, they tell you the game for free. They tell you the game for free. The game is to be sold. It's not really to be told like that. But women give up the game for free. And this is exactly why men who are attractive, who know that they're attractive to women, they can care less about fumbling. I said this in a video a while ago. Take fumbling out of your vocabulary, especially if you're trying to become a more attractive man. Attractive men don't care about fumbling. Women will let you make a bunch of mistakes in their book and still try to make things work because they find you that attractive. Roll the clip.
Guys, I went on maybe one of the best first dates I have been on in recent years, but maybe ever this weekend. Okay, here's the story. We met on Hinge and we instantly clicked. I mean, it was just immediate banter, immediate conversation. We got deep, we got surface level. We were just really vibing and we weren't messaging for that long. It was probably just a few hours. Eventually he asks me to coffee. I say yes. He sets it up. He asks, what day are you free? What time? Da-da-da. And your girl's excited. Okay, I don't match with a lot of people very often, but this person totally just struck me. I found him very attractive. I liked his prompts. And again, our conversation flowed so quickly, so easily. So I show up to the coffee shop and he shows up right after me and he walks in and I'm just taken aback. I'm taken aback by his beauty. He is just as gorgeous as his photos, if not even more in person. We meet, we hug, instantly we hit it off. It was like that perfect back and forth energy from the chat just translated perfectly into real life. I mean, we literally vibed basically the second we started talking. We get our coffees and we find one table that's available that's nestled right in the corner of the cafe, away from everyone else, like we're in our own little planet. It was literally rom-com coded. And at one point we were both crying from laughter, literally tears streaming down our face from laughing so hard from something that we were fucking talking about. We went out on Saturday and it's now Monday. In my book, proper date etiquette is to follow up the next day and say, hey, I had a really great time. Let's set up that second date. But I have not heard from this motherfucker. I told him on the date, I like to be pursued. I like men to lead. I want you to put in the effort. That's what I'm looking for and that's what I'm available for right now. So I made it clear. So at this point, I haven't heard from him in over a day and I've decided that I'm gonna give it a solid 48-hour window of time. And if I do not hear from him by the end of today, this man has disqualified himself. My husband is not making me wait. There is no lag time with my husband. Okay, I'm giving him a little bit of runway, right? 2 solid days, 48 hours to reach out. But my husband is really fucking excited to lock down that second date. My husband wants me to know for sure that he is interested and he is pursuing me. So yes, I had a wonderful fucking date with this man and I would love to see him again. And we did have great connection and great chemistry, but the date doesn't really fucking matter. What matters is what happens after the date. Consistency, effort, showing your interest. This is what I'm interested in. So we'll see. The clock is turning. He has till fucking midnight. I'll keep you guys posted.
Now ask yourself, who lost in that situation? Did he lose or did she lose? She finds most men unattractive. She found him attractive. So she's the loser if he decides to just not take it seriously, not keep the communication up. But he will move on to find another woman because the date went well. The guy's charming, charismatic, knows how to talk, knows how to take the lead. A bunch of other women find those characteristics attractive. So he's not losing here. She actually lost. But she can tell herself, you know, he's breaking a bunch of my rules, but I'll give it 48 hours, but it doesn't make a difference. She's the biggest loser in the situation. It's the funniest thing about dating out here. You got women looking for the man when the men are right there. They're looking for the man, but the men are actually right there. It's a crazy world we live in. You see, not all women, I get it, not all women think this way, but basically what they call this is dating down. And most women use this language. This is their vocabulary. They call this dating down. They're trying to find the man, but the men are right there. But they don't want to date down. Roll the clips.
You can only date confident, successful guys. God is not going to let you date down. And look at that as a gift.
You know how people always say, date someone that likes you more. That's what I'm fucking doing. Okay? I'm listening to you guys.
I've been humbled. The dating apps have officially humbled me. You know, you see there's 20 new people interested in you. You're excited to open up the app. The characters that I see. Now listen, I'm not delusional. I know I'm not 20 years old. I know, looks-wise, I don't think I'm a 10. I don't think I'm a 9. I don't think I'm I'm not, I know what I'm bringing to the table, which, I mean, I have self-respect. I'm not a loser. I'm not the girl you wake up next to and have to gnaw your arm off. Like, I get that. These guys, the confidence, I'm not saying, but They think we're matches.
And it's just crazy because it doesn't matter what you say a lot of the times to women. It matters if they find you attractive or not. That's why attractive men don't need to chase out here. They don't. And a lot of guys hold on to this whole thing. It's not all women. Okay, you can hold on to that. But unless you understand women, the raw side of things, you're never really even going to reach your potential of being attractive. Because half of being attractive is understanding women. Understanding them. For instance, they'll let you talk all crazy to them if they find you attractive. If you don't believe me, watch this.
One time this guy and I were in his bedroom and he was like, you want to turn this bitch into a carnival? And I was like, a carnival? What do you mean by that? And he goes, well, you know how like whenever you go to Dave & Buster's or whatever, you play that game with somebody where you're like both holding the squirt guns and you're racing to see like who can hit the middle target fastest and whoever sets off the alarm wins. And I was like, okay, what's that have to do with us? He was like, you sit with your legs spread eagle and I'll aim my stream on your to see if I can get it to ring and set you off, and then I win the game. It's like we had a carnival, and if I can make you bust by doing that. I was like, oh, that's so fucking weird. Of course you can do that. I would love to try it. So of course I sat butterfly style and let a man pee on my ringer. Anyways, see ya.
Do you think that men could talk like that to women if she deemed him unattractive? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Honestly, it would be disrespectful if a guy was saying these things to a woman, but since she finds him attractive, everything's a go. At the end of the day, men who are attractive, who find themselves attractive due to their own experiences, their success, their W's with women, and even their losses. You know, when you're getting soft rejections, women are not coming at it from a disrespectful standpoint of, get the hell away from me. Who do you think you are? It's like, oh no, sorry. Oh my God, I have a boyfriend. You know, when you could tell the look in a woman's face, like, damn, I wish I didn't have a boyfriend, or shit, I have a boyfriend. Like, I like this interaction. Fine. Men who find themselves attractive, it's all based on what women are doing, how women act around them. A guy can quickly assess, all right, this chick's intimidated by me, and that's fine. I make this chick nervous, that's fine. But knowing why this is happening is half the battle. So guys don't necessarily need to chase a woman. They need to lead interactions. Women want you to chase them down as an attractive man. See, simping, chasing, begging, bartering, it's not synonymous with attraction. It's not. So women find themselves in this pickle of, I want an attractive man that will do everything for me, and a lot of times do what I say, but know how to tell me what to do, put me in my place. See, they're looking for all these things that are just genuinely not all together like that. She can have an opinion, but she ain't about to tell me what to do. That's how an attractive man, a masculine man, looks at things. She can have an opinion, but she cannot tell me how to move. She cannot tell me what to do. She cannot tell me what she likes and doesn't like. And she's making it seem like these are rules. A man is not going for that. And women found themselves in this hard place right now of, why can't I find this attractive man? Because attractive men are not chasing. They listen to you. They know what women are attracted to due to their own experience. So what sense would it make to chase you?